Very good evening, everyone. Today, I thought of starting the manufacturing accounts. Right. So the basic, we will be doing some basic questions from manufacturing accounts. Right. Right. So before we start manufacturing accounts, right? The main purpose of preparing manufacturing account is to calculate the cost of a product. Right. So up to now we have done the businesses which does trading, buying and selling. Right. So we prepare the financial statements. We did financial statement preparation of financial statements for a trading organizations. So for a trading organizations, the main income is sales and the main expense is cost of sales. So when calculating the cost of sales, we have taken the purchases. So purchases is the main expense when for a trading organization. But when it comes to manufacturing, production, when it comes to production, main expense of the business is the cost of production. So initially, a business need to calculate the cost of the production. So the main purpose of learning manufacturing accounts is to calculate the cost. To calculate the cost. So cost is amount that we spend for a production. Cost is the amount that we spend. Right. So based on the based on different categories, we can divide the cost. So here we are dividing the cost, material, labor, and material, labor, and other expenses. Right. So in manufacturing accounts, main objective is to calculate the cost. Right. So when it comes to the cost, we divide the cost as material, labor, and all other costs. So in a production manufacturing business, the main or the key cost is material cost. Material cost. Then the second important cost is the labor cost, and everything else we call it other cost or expenses, other expenses. Right. Then we divide the material, labor, and other costs. Right. Then we provide. We divide the material, labor, and other costs as direct and indirect. Direct and indirect. So direct cost means we can directly identify from the final product. Let me. Give me a minute. So we can classify the cost into different types, right? So initially we classify the cost as according to the nature, material cost, labor cost, and all other expenses, all other costs, right? So material cost means cost of obtaining material and maintaining them. Labor cost means costs incurred for employees, especially the salaries, wages, and bonus incentives, anything related to the labor. Expenses means all other costs like rent, electricity, insurance, water, depreciation. Okay. So all these costs, again, we can divide based on the purpose or based on traceability, whether we can trace with the product. So we divide direct cost and indirect cost. This is the same thing we will be learning under cost accounting. Right, in the grade 13 syllabus, we have cost accounting. So under that, we will learn in depth of each type of costs. Right, so direct cost which are easily traceable with the product. You can easily traceable. For an example, if you take a furniture manufacturing company, direct material will be wood or steel, where you can directly see from the final product. Direct labor will be carpenter wage. For each table or a chair, you pay an amount for the carpenter that is directly traceable. Direct expenses or direct other costs like designing cost or packing cost, we can take as direct other expenses. Traceable means you can trace, you can check or easily identify with the final product. Traceable, can trace. And indirect cost means you can't directly trace or directly identify from the final product cost. Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect other. Indirect material means nut and bolt, paint. Indirect labor means manager salary, supervisor salary. Right? Electricity, water, rent, and depreciation and all we normally take as indirect expenses. There is a doubt. So for a certain wood product, we can trace the amount of nuts, bolts, electricity. Yes, you can trace. So if it is traceable, we take the definition. If it is traceable directly with the final product, it is direct cost. If it is not, if it is difficult to trace, we consider it as indirect cost. So here we have an overall picture. Okay. Now, when calculating the cost, the total cost of the business or the product is material, labor, and other costs. Right? Material, labor, and other. These three. Then we divide all these three as direct and indirect. Right? Then we take direct material, direct labor, and direct other. Right? If you take direct material, direct labor, and direct other, that is called prime cost. It's called prime cost. Direct material, direct labor, and direct other costs are called prime cost. And if you take indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect other, these three is called overheads. Overheads. Right? So again, the overhead costs are divided related to manufacturing, related to the production, and non-manufacturing overheads. Non-manufacturing means administration overheads and distribution, selling and distribution overheads related to administration and selling and distribution. So these we don't take under production cost. So what is total production cost? Total production cost is equals to prime cost plus manufacturing overheads. Prime cost plus manufacturing overheads. Overheads means all indirect costs. Indirect costs are called overheads, right? Including finance cost also we can take non-manufacturing. Right. So we put this into a statement. If you put this into a statement, a basic format of manufacturing account can be prepared. So let me show the basic format of manufacturing account. Right. So can you all write the main heading manufacturing account and draw this basic format. This is the basic format for manufacturing account. Manufacturing account format. Initially, we take direct material, direct labor, and direct other. Total is the prime cost. For example, 500, 300, 200. This is prime cost. Then we add factory overheads. So what comes under factory overheads? Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect other. So if you add this, you will get the total production cost. Total production cost. So initially, write this manufacturing account format. Direct material, direct labor, and direct other is called prime cost. Then if you add the factory overheads, to this, you get the total production cost. Okay. Right. So next, now this is the basic format, and then we have to expand this. We have to expand the format because in the questions You want to get the direct material, the full amount, this amount. So here what we need is how much is used during the current period, current year. And so here we use how much used in the current year. Okay. So how do you calculate current year usage, current period usage? So if you want to calculate the usage of inventory, if you want to calculate the usage of inventory, what we do is we calculate the usage using the equation similar to the cost of sales. So how do we calculate the cost of sales? Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Then we take cost of the sales. So similar calculation is used when it comes to calculating the usage of inventory. Usage of inventory. Right? So it's like this. For an example, so let's say you have oil. Opening balance 10 liters at the beginning, opening balance. Then you purchase 50 liters. Purchase. At the end, you have 20 liters. 20 liters closing balance. This is opening balance. This is purchase. How much is used? How do you calculate? 10 plus opening balance 10 plus 50. Then you have total 60. Then if the remaining is 20, you have used 40 liters. So how do you calculate opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock? So the same concept will be adapted when it comes to calculating the direct material usage. Direct material usage. Okay, so we can expand the direct material. Right. Raw material used. So how do you calculate raw material used? So you can write this, what is in the right side. Raw material used is calculated opening raw material plus purchases minus closing raw material. If there is any carriage inwards, taxes we will add, returns will be deducted. That is how you calculate the raw material used. So you can draw an arrow key and show this working for the raw material used. Right? Direct material, that's the working for direct material. Material used. Direct labor, they will give you in the question. Direct labor will be given. Direct other, remember, you don't have so many direct other expenses. There are only few. One is packing charges. If you have packing charges, you take it under direct other. Or else, you can take royalty, patent, or copyright. But if we are using someone else's property, we have to pay a royalty for them. Patent is also if we are using uh, or if you are using someone else's license, or we have to pay a patent. Right? So any patent, copyright or royalty payments you consider as direct other expense. Right. So we know the raw material, direct labor, direct other. Other than that, sometimes business will have, normally a business have three types of stocks. Business will have three types of stocks. One is the raw material. That's what we took here. Direct material means the raw material. The raw material. The second type of stock is called WIP. WIP means work in progress. Right? So work in progress means partially completed or half done. If you take a table, only the top is completed. Right? Legs are not completed. Right? Only a part of the product is completed. That is called work in progress. Then the third type is finished goods, completed goods. Right? So these two, we take it under manufacturing account. And the finished goods will be taken to the income statement under cost of sales. Then work in progress. Where do you add work in progress? That is what I have given here. Work in progress. This adjustment, opening work in progress will be added. Closing work in progress will be deducted. The reason is, now let's say at the end, this is our financial year, starting from 1st of January, year end is 31st December. So let's say end of the year, we have closing stock, closing work in progress, 10 tables, right? 10 tables closing stock. So this is not, this is 2020. This will be completed, FG means finished goods. These 10 tables will be completed in next year. Therefore, the cost of this will be deducted from the current year. That's why closing work in progress is minus. The opening work in progress means from the last year you take. So last year not completed will be completed in current year. So that is why opening work in progress will be added. So opening work in progress plus closing work in progress is minus. So this adjustment we can do either before the prime cost or before the total production cost. So that will be given in the question. If they have not given, you directly take it under total production cost. And we will do questions to understand this. So write work in progress. Work in progress, either we will adjust it before the prime cost or before the total production cost. So these are the things that you need to know about the format of manufacturing account. So let's directly move on to the questions now. So I move to the question number 1. So I hope you are done with the format. We will share this. So that's the basic format. Now let's move on to the question. Directly we'll move on to the question. When you do few questions, you will understand this. You can answer any type of manufacturing accounts questions. Okay. So I'll do the first question. So this is KP Limited, manufacturer of plastic products, and the following information was extracted from the books of KP Limited. Inventories, raw material, work in progress, valued at prime cost. So here they have specially mentioned valued at prime cost. So we need to write the work in progress adjustment before the prime cost. Purchase of raw material, direct wages, maintenance of machinery, building depreciation, factory machinery depreciation, factory manager salary, electricity, water. Then we have the closing inventories, raw material and work in progress. 80% of the floor area of the building belongs to the factory. The following expenses should be allocated as follows. So they are giving allocation of expenses. Then number 4, manufactured products are transferred to trading division at a profit margin of 10% on cost. Prepare the manufacturing account. Right. So first thing, we draw the manufacturing account format, starting with direct material, opening material plus raw material purchases minus closing raw material. Answer is raw material consumed. Here you may keep maybe 2 lines, 2 or 3 lines, or if there is any returns or carriage inwards. The direct labor and other, you can keep 2 lines for any direct labor and other costs. Then we adjust the work in progress. Since they have said the work in progress is adjusted to the prime cost, we have to write this before the prime cost. Then the heading, factory overhead, you may keep like 7 or 8 lines for this. For the factory overheads, we have factory maintenance, building depreciation, then the total production cost. So after this, can you all draw the format? Draw the format, then I will explain the There is a doubt. So why work in progress is adjusted in prime cost? Because it is given here, work in progress is adjusted to the prime cost, valued at prime cost. That's the reason we adjusted to the prime cost before the prime cost. Any other questions? Okay. So if the format is done, let's start recording the transactions. So always follow the steps. In most of these questions, the first step is format. Okay. Draw the format by keeping space. Like you can keep extra space. Then additional information. You have to do additional information. Third step, table. Or sometimes they will give trial balance. So here they have given the table. Fourth step, only the calculations. So you have to do the calculations at last. So it's important to follow the steps. Right. So we did we drew the format now. Then we have to start with additional information. We have to start with additional information. Okay. So additional information number 1 is closing inventories. Closing inventories are valued as follows. Closing inventories are valued as follows. Raw material 1,100,000. Work in progress 975,000. Okay, so here is the closing raw material. Closing work in progress is here. Minus, right? 1,100. Let me do the question in rupees 1,000. Closing work in progress is 975. So we record raw material and work in progress. Closing balance. With the additional information. Next, number 2, 80% of the floor area of the building belongs to the factory. So this is apportionating the building related expenses. So if you check this table, building related expenses, we have depreciation of building 1250. So out of this 1250, only 80% belongs to the factory. Only 80% belongs to the factory. That means remaining 20% belongs to maybe office, administration expense. If you can remember in the previous one of the slides I showed you, overheads. The overheads are divided into two: factory overheads or the manufacturing overheads and non-manufacturing overheads. Non-manufacturing overheads are administration, selling and distribution, and finance. So here only 80% to the factory. Right? So out of this depreciation building under factory overhead, so we take it here. Depreciation building 1250 into only 80% will be taken to the manufacturing account. So 1250 into 80%. 80% is 1000. Balance 20% we can take it under income statement, administration expense. Here we are not preparing the income statement, so you don't need to worry about that. Take only 80% from the building depreciation. Then we have expenses. Following expenses should be allocated as follows. From the electricity, 80% to the factory. We take only the factory. Water, 70% to the factory. Right? So electricity and water. Electricity only 80% will be taken. Water only 70% will be taken to the manufacturing account. Right? So let's take here. Electricity from 750, 80%. Water 420, 80%. Sorry, 70%. 70%. Other 20% of the building, comes to administration expense. Income statement. Water, electricity also goes to the administration expense in income statement. Then next point is related to the profit margin. I'll do the profit margin last. Okay. Then moving to the third step. Third step is recording the remaining balances from the table which is given. Opening raw material is 1200, 1.2 million. The remaining balances we are taking from this table. Inventories, raw material, work in progress 885. 885. Opening raw material. Purchase of raw material 1925. Purchase of raw material 1,925,000. Direct wages 1765. 1,765,000. Maintenance on factory machine 335. It's the overhead cost 335. It's the factory overhead cost. Depreciation on factory machine. Machineries are used for the production. So entire 100% of machinery depreciation comes to the factory overheads. 1100. Factory manager salary, which is a factory overhead expense, 625. Okay, so that's all we have. It's very simple. You can easily score the marks from the manufacturing account if they have given. Then we calculate the used material consumed. Then the direct wages should be added. Then we will calculate the prime cost, which is 3,700, and adding factory overheads 3,954. And if you add prime cost plus factory overheads, you will get the total production cost. 7,654. Then the question says about profit margin. Manufactured products are transferred to the trading division at a profit margin of 10% on cost. So from this total production cost, we will add profit margin 10% on cost, means from the cost is 10%. 765.4. The total will be transferred to the trading division in 419.4. Trading division means income statement. Trading division means income statement. That's the amount we transfer to the income statement. Okay, so income statement there will be opening finished goods plus this amount transfer from the production department minus closing work in progress. Profit margin means from the production. Let me explain it in a different way. Right, so this is the production department. Let's say this is, I'm talking about Damro. Right, Damro Furniture Company. Okay, so they will have a production department. Let's say the production department is in Moratuwa, and their showroom, office and showroom in Colombo 4, Colombo 3, right? So in production department only we do this production. So they calculate the total production cost 7,654. That's the total production cost. Now they need to transfer this to the trading department. So this is the trading. Trading is done in the showroom. So when they are transferring, they keep a profit margin, a profit of 765.4. This is the profit. Then in the showroom, for the showroom, their cost will be 8,419. Then they will, this is their similar to the cost of sales. Cost. For the showroom, this is the cost. Then let's say they are selling this at 10,000. 10,000 minus this is their profit, gross profit. Okay. So this is a profit margin kept by the production department. Profit margin by the production department. Profit margin by the production department. Okay. Any other questions? Is it clear? This is the format. All the questions, you will have the same format. Okay. Any other questions related to this? If there is no doubts, we will move on to question number 2. Question number 2 is this. There is a doubt. To explain this example again. Right, so this is Damro. Damro has a showroom, a production department in Morocco. Right? In the production department, their cost is 7,654. That's the cost. That's the amount they spend. Cost. And they transfer this to the trading department. Trading department is in Colombo 3, in Marina Mall. Right? So when they transfer, they keep a profit margin of 765.4. So after adding the profit only, they transfer this to the showroom. So this is the amount which will be trading department, means this is income statement. This is income statement. This is manufacturing. Right. So in income statement, their cost is finished goods. The cost of sales will be 8,419.4. Sales value is different. This will be sold at maybe 10,000. This is the selling price. Maybe they can sell at 15,000, 20,000, any amount. This is internal. Remember, this profit margin is an internal profit. Internal profit. This profit margin is an internal profit. This 765.4. Internal. From the production department to sales department. So later I will explain a concept called unrealized profit. Unrealized means unearned profit. If the entire stock is sold, you will earn the profit. If there is remaining stock, if there is closing stock, then there will be unrealized profits. That, don't think about that now. I will explain that later. Okay. Now let's focus on the manufacturing account format. Any other doubts? Move to the next question. Question number 2. The following information relates to Samanala Traders, manufacturer of electrical items for the year ended 31st March. Inventories, opening, closing, raw material, work in progress, valued at prime cost. Its prime cost. Purchasers, manager's salary. Okay. Additional information. Expenses should be allocated as follows: electricity, security expenses. Incentive of 200 rupee is entitled by production workers other than direct wages for each item produced. So there is a direct wages for production workers 1.2 million, and the company also pay incentive of 200 rupee for the production workers. Total number of items produced 2,500 units. So 2,500 unit means you have to calculate the incentives for production workers here. Right? So can you all do this? I'll give 5 minutes. Try to do this question. Do the format, and very simple. Then write the full name of the manufacturing account, saying Samanala Traders manufacturing account for the year ended 31st March 2019. There are doubts. So does incentive go under direct other? No, incentive goes under direct labor. So there is a direct wages for production workers and also incentives for production workers. It is also a direct expense, direct labor expense, direct labor. Tell me how much is the total production cost? There's one more down. There is a doubt. Do we have to put direct labor and other together? Uh, you can put it separate. Normally I take it as one because there will be less other expenses. So that is why I have taken as together. You can take direct labor, direct other. It's not an issue. There is a doubt. How about the last additional information? The last additional information, that is number 3, is given to calculate the incentive. 2,500 units into 200 rupees. That is to calculate the incentive. And also we will calculate the unit cost. Since you have the total number of items produced, we can calculate the unit cost. That I will do after this. How much is the total production cost? From the electricity expense, you take 70% to the factory. Out of 600, only 70% to the factory. Security expense, 400, 60% to the factory. So if you're done with calculations, let me know the total production first. Then I can start explaining the answer. Incentives calculated 200 rupees into 2,500 units. You have to take in thousands. 500. Eight, nine. Factory rent is overhead, yes. Unit cost is equal to total cost divided by number of units. Okay. So we took the electricity, security, incentive. The remaining items, raw material opening balance is 3,400. Raw material closing balance is 2,100. Work in progress 825 opening, closing 250 closing. Purchase of raw material 3,200. This raw material. Work in progress. Purchase of raw material. Factory manager salary. Factory overhead, 675. Electricity security into carriage units 120. Direct wages 1,200. Depreciation factory machinery 500. Rent factory rent 1,100. Maintenance factory machinery. It's a factory overhead cost 120. Now let's take plans. Raw material consumed is 4,620. Direct labor other 1,700. Work in progress minus 425. 3045, 8940, 8,940,000. That's the total production cost. Double check your answers. You can use a calculator, a basic calculator. Right? In exam also it's allowed. So from now onwards, try to use a calculator. Right? So you can speed up the calculations. A basic calculation can be used, non-programmable. Right? Then you can calculate the unit cost. Cost of 1 unit, which is equals to total production cost is 8,940. 8,940,000 total production cost. Divide by number of units 2,100. And the answer unit cost is 3,576 rupees. That's the unit cost. So in some questions, they will ask the unit cost. Five, 3576. Any doubts? Is it clear? Calculating the total production cost. Right. So let's move to the third question. Question number 3. Right. So can you all do this? Following information was extracted from the books of a bag manufacturer, 31st December 2012. Additional information. Remember the manufacturing account, non-profit organization, company account. All these are, you need to practice. You have to practice more and more questions. Today I am doing very simple basic questions. Right? And we will do very complex questions later. Okay. So practice is what you need. Do this. Raw material, work in progress at prime cost. Company completed 290,250 units. Tell me how much is the total production cost? If you have any doubts, let me know. I will clarify until others continue the questions. There are some doubts. $25% to office means 75% to the factory. Yes. $25% to office means 75% to the factory. The total production cost. We will start. Inventories are valued as follows: raw material, work in progress, prime cost. Opening, closing balances. Opening raw material 225. It's utilities 225. Closing raw material 168 750. Work in progress at prime cost 147,900 minus 140,000. Electricity, building rent, cleaning. So electricity building rent, cleaning expense. $25%. Oh, sorry, 75% is for the factory because 25% goes to the office. Electricity 63,750. Building rent 90,000. Cleaning 15,000. Then we have the other values. Purchase of raw material 1,350. 1,350. Carriage inwards will be added to the purchases 22,500. Direct wages 877,500. Packing cost. I told the packing cost will be added to the. It will be treated as other expenses, other cost, direct other. 75,500. Packing cost. Insurance. Factory insurance 33,100. Quality control SRA 131,000. Maintenance 180,000. So what's the answer? cost is 2,389,650. Total production cost 2,902,500. And we will calculate the manufacturing cost per unit. How much is the unit cost? Right. So total production cost is 2,900,500, and the number of units produced 290, 250. So unit cost is 10 rupees. Unit cost is 10 rupees. Right. So let's move to another question. Do it as the final question for today. Any doubts? Any other doubts up to now? Right. So let's move to another question. Now here, there is a new thing where, let's read the question. The following information relates to Vishwa and Sons, a wooden dining table manufacturer for the year ended 31st March 2017. Right, dining table manufacturer. Purchase of raw material, teak wood. Carriage inwards, teak wood. Purchase of other direct raw materials. So here, there are two types of raw materials. Teak wood, other direct raw material. Okay, so when you are preparing the manufacturing account, you can show separately, because you need to find out how much is the teak wood consumed and how much is the other raw material consumed. The direct raw material consumed. Here it's input consumed, right? So remaining things are same. We now calculate the total production cost. This I'll give 5 minutes. Starting with the additional information, inventories, input, other direct material, and work in progress and time cost. Raw material, opening 15,500. We take the first column. Closing 18,000. Right. So let's check the answers now. Okay. So let's check the answer. Building rent should be apportioned factory 70%. So factory overhead, building rent from 2 million, you have to take only 70%. Next, manager of Vishwa and Sons is responsible for both factory-related work and office administrative work. 80% of his salary is applicable to factory-related work. Manager's salary, only 80%. Manager's salary is 2,500. So we take 80%. 2,000. And the last point, incentive of 6,000 is paid for each wooden dining table produced. During the year, 250 dining tables were completed at the factory. incentive. Other than the direct wages, is incentives. It's 6,000 into 250, 1,500. I think we will record all the other amounts. Purchase of raw material, teak wood 55,000. Carriage inwards 2,014. Purchase of other direct raw material 24,000. Direct wages 15,000. Depreciation on wood cutting machine. Cutting machine. Then we will calculate the total values. Other direct raw material 23,500. Work in progress minus 500. Therefore, the prime cost 94,000. Factory overhead 3,800. Total cost is 97,800. Did you all get this answer? 97,800. See, where did you make the mistake? So unit cost, if you calculate, total production cost divide by 97,800 and divide by, they have produced during the year 250 dining tables were produced. It's a huge amount. One dining table is 391,200. One dining table is 391,200. Okay. And so now we did very basic questions. In the next session, I will be doing some more complex questions and past paper questions related to the manufacturing accounts. Okay. Any other questions? Any doubts? So if there's no further questions, we will conclude from this. Conclude from this, and in the next session, I will be doing some more complex areas in manufacturing accounts, including uh, the unrealized profits. And also next week, I will discuss uh, the PPE adjustment. Right. Next, maybe on Thursday, I will try to have a separate seminar on the PPE. So we'll conclude the session today, and good night and take care. God bless you.